So, your parents, your dads, are potentially threats.
Well, perhaps. Or they may consider me a threat to Ellen.
Hmm.
Which is, I did attack her 3 times in the past.
That's a fair assessment, I think, then, right?
Well, things have changed, but Ellen isn't sure if they'd be as quick to forgive as she was.
We can only hope that they are. And hey, if they aren't, uh, I'm sure you'll be fine. You seem to have a pretty good thing going for you.
Just I just been I thought you may have some particular insight on whether I should try and connect with them.
You got a 10 on that? He seems conflicted. Uh, Clearly, he
Well,
wants to like answer you and say something, but in this very moment, he looks around. He sees some like fake ghosts, like decorations that are kind of hidden in the darkness. You never know if that's an entirely good idea.
true. Let's go get spooked.
Yeah, let's go. Uh, we're kind of up a bend here, and as you turn the corner, uh, you do see there's like a little like shadow figure in the road. It is surrounded by red petals. Looks like our first scare. You ready to face it head on?
Shadow creatures. All right, Zellen's gonna, I guess, just walk towards it.
Okay. As you begin to walk towards the figure, it does not move or alter its position as you approach 20 feet away. It begins to take shape more now. 15 feet away, it begins to resemble something small, slender, even. 10 feet away, there might be something behind it, something smaller. At 5 feet away, you see two of these figures wrapped in dark brown cloth. You cannot see their faces as they turn to face you. Do you fear being left behind?
Yes.
The smaller figure turns to you and says, "Then why do you not chase what you wish?"
Oh, I mean, well, no. I fear being left behind by the things I already got.
The larger figure removes the hood, and you see a familiar face. Listen, I don't, I don't want to. I don't know how to say this. I think we made a mistake.
Well, someone is going to frown at this. This is a rather personal attack for a, a game, don't you think?
Game?
I hope you're a full illusion and not some kind of real person under that because I'm about to crush your head.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. I'm trying to talk you seriously.
Zelen is going to grab this thing by its head and push.
Just push. Give me a roll to push.
Well, you see, the thing about pushing is 8.
An
Not
8.
great.
You just shove them backwards. They land, and the kind of brown cloak kind of falls around them. The smaller figure looks at it. To push away that which you chase is contradictory, don't you believe? Hey, what's going on? This isn't what we. This is supposed to be some like mummies and stuff.
Zelen tells the small figure, I'm not going to indulge you. I'm going to kick you.
You would kick me? After everything we talked about, everything we've been through.
Is this a daisy?
It's a daisy, yes.
It's a daisy. I do not take kindly to illusions lying to me. I'm going to kick you.
Zelen, if you kick me, you're fired.
I'm going to kick you. If you get kicked by me, it's your own fault.
Roll the kick. I'm serious. I'll give you a pink slip.
Okay, I guess I should actually be doing agile instead of strong for attacks.
Probably for a
So the
kick.
pushing made strong sense.
Yeah.
Ugh. None of these rolls are good. It's a
They're
6.
not great. 6, yes. You still kick them, and they tumble over onto the other figure into a heap, and they stop moving. Ooh, okay. Hey, okay, so I'm not going to tell anybody, but we shouldn't touch the performers because they're not going to touch us. Though I think these guys kind of went into business for themselves.
Turning into that samurai business all over again.
Listen, I'll just tell him to maybe cool it for the next people. We can move on. Chris walks over to like kind of help them up, and as he lifts the cloaks, they are gone. They are just petals.
Ugh.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna make some phone calls. We should keep walking.
Illusions are so low class. Attack me with a sword.
I love Xellen's indignation.
How disrespectful.
I think as you walk on and Christopher looks worried and starts typing in numbers, we'll cut back to Miss Tenko Tamabako. Mrs. Lark, are you ready to enter?
Oh, fuck. Why does everyone call me that here?
That's just kind of what we do, I guess. That's your name, right?
I guess.
Daisy, are you ready to go in?
Victoria says, driving off in a motorcycle.
Later, losers.
I'm gonna make it through first.
I'm really good. I'm gonna have to shut that window once we start recording the overtime.
You're okay for now.
Turn up on the street.
They love to go. Bunsen, are you ready to head off?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you two have some fun in there, and remember, be prepared to be very scared.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I don't know why you're oohing at me. I'm not doing this.
No, it's like the
Yeah, I know.
wiggly finger.
Woo. As you step into the forest, again, the pathway, the archway, kind of stretches out before you, but it looks a little different. It maybe veers off more right than left. The tree line is denser and thicker than maybe some of the others, but you can still follow the candles as a path. While you're walking, the sounds of crinkling and crackling surround you, maybe from speakers, maybe somebody's walking out there.
Partially setting the scene. Victoria's probably walking. Daisy's very fast, but it's probably still an inconsiderate speed given their height difference.
Right.
Daisy puts effort into being fast. It's not a natural state.
She
When
has
she's
to
just walking.
choose to
She's
pump.
activated.
Well, yeah. That's just a point of comparison. She's trying to keep in pace though. Little legs.
While trying to keep in pace, can I ask the both of you to also roll me initiative real quick?
Boy.
Daisy, you good?
No.
Oh, no.
I forget what is
It is just your 2d6 plus quick.
I think quick. Yeah, quick counts for.
Yes.
I knew Daisy had a good initiative for some reason.
She's so ready to get out.
Yeah, pretty much. She's
That
incredibly
is
ready to get out.
Also a 10.
10.
Perfect. We have a team 10 and a team 6. I love it. Team 2, 10 and 6. Okay, so as you guys are progressing, you are quickly met by what appear to be some students who are in some makeup. I'm going to ask the two of you, though I did not ask Helen because it's different. I'm going to ask the two of you to roll me a fear roll. If you can get above a 2, you will not be scared.
Would this count as a mental?
Yes, it would
defense?
be. Yes. They're trying to scare you.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess smart.
Yeah, to
It
realize,
Daisy's facts and logic her way out of this one.
Oh no, debate me, Daisy. It's just...
I will take 1 dice away from myself because Daisy still has jittery.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
so she can
good
at least be
subtraction.
startled.
Yeah, that's perfect. I just, but while you're rolling that, I just need it to be known. I just watched the Barbie movie, and the debate me Daisy is A horrifying thought. Um,
Oh man, well I got 3.
so close.
That was almost really bad.
Uh,
Almost sent running screaming in the dark forest immediately.
Victoria got a 9.
8. No, 9.
Nine,
Sorry.
yes.
I can count.
Yeah, all good. So the two of you are walking forward, and you see one student that has like spaghetti coming out of like a fake eye with prosthetics, and another student nearby is going, "Ooh, you've entered the wrong side of the forest. Oh, hi, Mrs. Busted. Ooh."
Oh, they got the children around us.
Daisy's 3 represents her being like jolted a little by a sudden presence of other people because she was focused on staying in step with Victoria, but really not going beyond that one because it's just children.
That's just a child. One of the
I'm in one of the creepy kinds.
he's just kind of making noises in the background. But you are not frightened by the zombie child and the spooky noises. There is a bit of quiet as you guys walk. I would ask, do either of you attempt to share a word? Obviously, there's no requirement to, but there's just a little bit of time where you're just walking.
Mm-hmm.
Company mandated heart to heart.
It's a team building exercise.
Look, I've seen anime. Yeah, this is the place to have a conversation.
Mm.
Relatively unwitnessed. Daisy's like searching for anything to say. Honestly.
All around you, those fake candles seem to be growing slightly dimmer. The forest chokes a little bit more and more, the path narrowing.
Just kind of jogs a little to catch up. Just genuinely make sure she's in lockstep with.
Victoria passes her a glance, hearing the various vocalizations.
Noises. Time for me to think of words to say.
Oh my god.
What? What?
You're thinking of me?
No.
Oh,
never.
Always.
Oh.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Sorry, God.
What?
I've found some old music that I picked up from home the other day.
She looks a little puzzled.
I just, you know, I don't know, some old stuff that, I don't know, maybe be nice to listen to. Some recommendations, you know.
Okay.
I just mean, you know, since I know you're into music and you sometimes like catching that older stuff.
guess. What kind of stuff is this? This isn't
Oh,
like. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you.
I like two real friends trying to have two fake friends fight.
We're trying to be polite.
I know, it's great.
You can finish the thought.
Is this just stuff you like, or just something you thought sounded similar to mine for whatever reason?
I was just thinking you might like it. That's all.
I just don't know if you really get what I do. You thought my whole talent show thing was like a happy song?
I Mm, I well, no, but you put a lot of energy into it. That's all I was saying.
Well, you said I looked happy.
Well, even when stuff's not happy, you just look like you really thrive. Is all.
Yeah? Do I look like I'm thriving right now?
On stage, I mean.
I just feel like you only look at how I feel when it suits you.
Yeah, that one stops Daisy a little bit.
Takes Victoria a second to notice. Come on, all we gotta do is finish and we get our points.
Sorry in advance. I might need to collect my fucking thoughts on a lot of this.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was
We're
about to
good.
ask if
were
if
gonna need to
Daisy's
do
standing
some
there silently
liberal-
or if you needed a minute.
Liberal snipping, because I am genuinely just,
Hey, it's
collecting words in my brain.
this is a moment, so I don't mind
Yeah.
removing some things. And this is all easy to cut.
You really.
I'm getting some. Is anybody else hearing robotiness on the Discord?
I'm
No?
not.
Says I've. Man, it's giving me the green.
Is everybody roboting for you?
Quick.
Is anybody? Are you? What?
I think he might be
Right.
disconnecting.
Yeah, he might
Yeah.
How is it now?
be. Give it a sec.
Dum, 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 dum. Ba-dum. I think. No, not yet. Oh, RTC connecting. You gotta love it. Thanks, Discord. You're the best
Oh.
service.
No.
How'd that happen
Hey,
if you don't- Oh,
Okay.
how's it happen?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, people are getting pretty roboty on my end, but everyone's sounding better now.
Fantastic.
excellent.
She's had a little more time to think,
Yeah, a little bit.
and she gets to go.
Do you really think that's the only time I look at you?
I guess not. You get pissed at me pretty often for when I do things you don't like. So I guess not.
Do things you don't like. I Victoria, do you think I just get mad at you for the sake of it?
No, but you sure seem to tell me for the sake of it sometimes.
Listen, okay. All right, hold on.
She is
I
a little huffy, but she does turn around to face you and waits.
look. I know I didn't conduct myself well recently with you. I said some things that were a lot harsher than they meant to be.
I get the impression that you're treating this like an isolated incident. Like it's just because you told me that I had to come to this job that I feel this way.
But
Do
I mean,
I
that
really
was a
see-
pretty. That
What?
seems like a pretty major one.
Of course it is. But it's a fucking pattern.
Pat, what are you? What?
I feel like you're always treating me like some sort of responsibility, like you're always pissed off at me for things that have nothing to do with you. What does it matter what the fuck I do on my own time off the clock? And it feels like even when we do somehow manage to have a good time together, you still find a way to be pissed off about it. I don't like feeling like I'm some fucking ugly chore in your life.
You're not a chore. I don't. I just. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm not trying to just be mad. Even I know you can do anything you want. I'm trying to communicate that doesn't just affect you.
Sure, I get it, but you don't have to do anything. I'm not your mess to clean up, and if you don't feel like it, you don't have to feel like I'm your responsibility and hold it against me. I get it. I get in over my head sometimes. It gets people in trouble sometimes. And it feels like shit. It's not something that I like to do. But don't act like you don't have a choice, too.
A choice. A choice to what? To give a shit? To care about you and your safety and all of our safety?
I don't do the things that I do, trying to get people in danger. Look, like, what happened in Mineshaft with Timony, I mean, who knows how many more people are getting taken up, and I just like you have the right to say that that's not our problem, I have the right to say that I'm going to make it mine. And you don't have to look at that if you don't want to. I'm not gonna be mad at you if you decide that if I'm not your problem. But I don't like doing nothing.
Well, you could at least say something. I had to come into this situation in the aftermath, and all I see is you in the thick of it without any plan.
I guess you're right. It didn't sound like Xellen was gonna do anything, and you're right, I didn't think you would want to either, so I assumed what you'd think, and I should have done that.
Daisy kind of just... It looks sadder now. Just...
I don't know, I just thought, given a lot of things in her life, that if nothing else, I could at least be a little worth consulting.
I don't know. Maybe. I just didn't know what you'd think of it coming from me. I don't feel like you see me as an equal.
It is, well, you know, it's...
She is beginning to narrow her eyes at that response.
It's... Look. We've...
Excuse me.
We've,
You're looking for a specific word or piece of information?
Yeah, I'm just, yeah. This is just more me
Okay.
phrasing in my head.
Okay. Cool.
My breath is bated.
And me too. Hey, guys. Damn.
Look, I've been over how it's kind of in a weird situation with us. Obviously, nobody shouldn't be equals to each other, but we're all put in weird positions, you know?
Is this a fucking work thing again?
I just mean can't be discounted as far as, you know, how we know each other and...
I'm talking about us as people.
I know.
Friends.
I know. It's just... I'm not denying that we're friends. I'm not denying that I want to be that I want to be a friend. Like I said, I don't want to get you in trouble.
get me in trouble? Get me in trouble for what?
I like get you into. Not explaining myself well. Just okay.
No, I feel you.
Nah, I can.
Do it, Daisy.
It's not a work thing, but it is just the work thing has put us in a weird position. That's all. I've tried to tell you this.
I didn't think it meant so much off the clock when we were just people.
It shouldn't. I just. It's just a strain. It's hard to make it not intersect sometimes. But it really doesn't change that. I don't know, you're just. I feel stupid to say that you're younger.
What, you think I'm too immature?
I just.
Inexperienced?
You take things on in a way that worries me sometimes. I mean, you just part of it just feels like you're living like not like you don't think there'll be consequences, but it always feels like I'm stepping on a landmine, bringing up how things affect others, and it just, well,
Just looking around.
I guess pretty appropriate scenery. You just kind of, I don't know. It feels like a like some kind of ghost like fulfilling their desires, and not a person interacting with other people.
She seems to be struggling a bit, flipping between being, I guess, upset and angry about that. So, you you don't I don't get what you think I am. I finally get to live however the fuck I want. And maybe that looks weird to you. And I'm happy to listen to how you feel. But if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. I don't think I could live in a way where I'll feel disappointed all the time.
as the two of you talk, I think the forest around you has become different, gnarled, blackened wood. Can the two of you make me a perception roll? At anything you think is relevant to observing your surrounding.
Intuitive?
Okay. A 6 gets you there.
Annoy ears.
And a 6.
6.
Perfect and perfect. So you won't have a lot of time to deal with this. Daisy, behind Victoria, the trees don't look correct. They look wrong. This argument, this war of words has blinded you to the fact that the force itself seems to be moving. And behind Victoria, you can see branches reaching out and forming some sort of a cage for Victoria. She does not notice this. You see the cage itself is complete with manacles and chains that are glinting ever so greedily in the moonlight. Victoria, behind Daisy, you see a pit, deep, dark, and unforgiving. It seems to swirl downwards, consuming the trees behind it. Daisy is unaware. As these things encroach on the both of you, what do you do?
Well, if Victoria hasn't caught what's behind her and all she sees is the hole behind Daisy, she's going to kind of stop dead in her tracks, and she's going to... It's currently expanding, you said?
Yeah, it's like a mouth yawning open, and it like the back of Daisy's feet haven't like started to come off the edge yet, but it's moving fast enough that like if you don't do something now, she is going to fall in.
Yes. Well, she'll, without a moment's hesitation, she's going to reach out and she's going to grab Daisy by the hand and quickly pull her further back towards her.
Okay. Daisy, what are you doing?
Sorry.
You're good.
Mostly saying,
Wait, Victoria, look out behind you.
as she's pulled into Victoria.
Yes.
I will let you do this with Daisy's
Wait, hold on, what are you doing?
2d6. As you the faintest glint at the corner of your eye, you see the tree line coming to grab you and trap you forever in a cage.
Ah.
What do you do to escape?
Vulcan trap.
You will be if she can't succeed here. You're gonna need at least an 8.
At least an 8. Well, transformation is instantaneous, and she will do so and try to teleport a
Okay.
decent ways away.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, kind of perfectly. So Daisy, you are pulled forward away from this dark pit, and Victoria, you are warned with the slightest bit of time of a cage that would leave you forever captured. And you attempt to teleport with a 5. Would you like to spend any drama dice?
That's foreboding.
Seems pretty dramatic.
You got a 50% chance of bumping that up to at least a 6. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
You got a 67% chance to bump that up to a 6
At best.
minimum. At worst.
Oh. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Hmm.
Just one for fun.
Yeah, just one for fun.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Ooh.
that is
boy.
one of the numbers that wouldn't help.
It would not.
That is 3.
That's okay. And this is with Daisy's 2d6, right?
Damn it. No.
Okay.
That first
Okay.
roll was just the teleport though.
Okay. Add those 2d6 for Daisy's warning. Because Daisy's very good at helping.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-huh.
There
That's
you
the
go.
spot.
Hey.
I feel like retroactively we should say that trauma dice did not need to be rolled.
I'm sorry for
yeah,
my
you-
bad listening.
you can have your endurance back.
Oh, thank you.
Not a problem. So, so Daisy points this out. You, in a flash of light, grab her, pull her in, and you teleport. There's a swirl of dust and smoke as. Do you leave behind like little rose petals and stuff when you teleport?
Absolutely. Generally with like swift movement though. I enjoy imagining the little anime lightnings too.
Yeah. As you teleport, you disappear, and with an 8, you appear on the path. You don't know where you were just in the forest, but it was not on this path. Both of you are covered in those red spider lily petals. Little bits of string and like what appears to be webbing are like kind of on the extremities of your arms, your legs, and there's a disquieting like screech, just barely audible, somewhere very close.
I guess the effects are pretty impressive.
Yeah. I don't know if this one's really in effect.
Hmm. Any checks?
Yeah, you could do a, let's call this a supernatural check.
Can I
it,
apply magic knowledge to that?
absolutely anything to know the like otherworldly things that are not of the
Ooh.
mundane world.
Would perceptive work in this case, or would it be more of a
I think
knowledge check?
so, absolutely. Give me a 10, and we're in the roll here. That is
Prize.
a 9.
That's a 9.
So close.
So close.
So let me tell you what we still don't see. Not far from Daisy and Victoria, something is moving through the forest, causing it to reshape itself and change around them, winding them further and further into the center of this forest. A bit ahead, Chris and Xellen are walking. Chris is on the phone, and he is waiting for someone to pick up. And Xellen does not see Chris get pulled into the tree line.
Christopher, you tried to warn me about something. Is that relevant now?
The lack of a response is all too deafening.
Ah.
Oh no.
All right, I'm going to look at the ground.
Uh,
I'm going to look for tracks.
Yeah, give me a detective investigation type roll. Absolutely.
Velve.
Whoo. Yeah. You see what appear to be like hundreds of little pinpricks in the ground, as if something like hit the ground a bunch with a bunch of screwdrivers, and drag marks. Someone was pulled into the forest to the west of you.
Zelda's gonna pull her sword out. You have. I'm gonna give you one chance to return him and knock it off before I come in there.
The sound of no response is uncanny at this point.
Okay, just remember, I gave you the option to have this not happen.
As you step into the tree line, we cut back to Victoria and Daisy. You hear the sound of that screeching nearby, and to Daisy, it simply sounds like metal grinding against metal. To Victoria, you hear a word. It is choked through what sound like years of bile and anger. You hear the word Musume. And we'll find out what happens next time on Tales of Harbor.
Yes, heck.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-uh.